I can make titles now! Ah, welcome viewers to Let's Play Sacred with me, Bezlonir. For reals this time. Yeah, I just got a new recording software and got a video editing software which I'm downloading in the background at the moment. So, yeah, we're going to be playing Sacred, which is a Diablo-style game. Um, Obviously, because I have now commenced recording a video, I am incapable of talking. Uh, I've chosen a wood elf, and I just thought we should hear that friggin' voice like 100 times. So we should name our wood elf. I think I'm gonna name her Poopies. Cause that's what I did in another video that I recorded and, promptly threw in the virtual garbage because, well, for one thing, it had a watermark because I hadn't bought this thing yet. This, video. I'm all breathless. Recording device and, stuff. So there's two difficulties. I'm gonna go with silver, which means we're gonna be dying a lot, at least in the beginning. I did play with the vampire before. That's the dark. The vampire I played with before, and I don't want to hear her voice right now, and stuff. But anyway, let's just start the game. You know what? I really don't like it when people just sit there and talk. I assume you don't like that either. I'm skipping the videos. Like, it's a hack and slash. Do you really care what the friggin' story is? Okay. If I skip so much that I don't know what I'm supposed to do, so we have to go somewhere or another. Look, you don't really have to worry about this stuff. If you press M, it brings up a map. This tells me that I basically completed this quest. I don't know what the heck I'm supposed to do next. Something stupid and simple. It'll be so easy to do that it would be hard not to do. You press tab, and if you're close to that objective, it'll bring it up on this mini map. If you press Alt, it will bring up, you can see these enemies here, the chest it will bring up, and any loot on the ground, NPCs, things like that. I will show you in a moment what is an exception to that. So this drops some loot. This one of the few things that's not random in the game. If I press A, if you press A, also, if you chose to play this game, your character will run around and pick up all the loot that is on the ground. See, this little guy who's running around with me starts out, he kind of kicks some butt, but boy, he starts to suck after a while. Oh, this is weird. Maybe it's because I'm playing silver version. There was a magical hiding place right there, and I tried this like 3 times. There's a version there each time, but no, there's not. So this software that I'm using is pretty cool. It just it's like action recording, which I like, and yeah, it just puts a little tab up in the corner of my screen. I don't like this guy running around so much. There's something that's annoyed me about a number of the mobs in this game, and it was annoying when I was playing a vampire before too, which is a melee character, because you gotta point and click on each one and run around and kill them individually while they're running away, which just makes it hard to keep track of them. You just die. Why don't you just die? Oh hey, you dropped a good item. How about that? At the very least, I should be able to sell that for a bit. So as I bring up, I press tab, you can see that this is in yellow. I don't recall what that's called as far as a rare, or I think blue is a rare. This is like a unique item, which follows kind of along the Diablo lines of whatever. I could wear this, but that would be like melee or whatever. Let's see. Okay, I may keep this. You can socket that like a gem eventually. I'm not sure if I'm going to use that skill. I have not yet mastered the art of switching between skills. It's not as easy or intuitive as it could be. So yeah, this could really present some difficulty for us. Got 2 mobs here. We're in silver mode, which that's the mode I played about 8 hours of in silver mode with my vampire, and did not really encounter any difficulty, but I did right away when I first started, which I also encountered some difficulty with this wood elf as well. So it may just be kind of until you get some gear. This wood elf is definitely going to be different because the vampire is like a heavily armed character, you know. So it's obviously going to be a lot different playing a character like that. I don't think I could hit him before. So we do have some XP. We'll be using that in a minute. Probably when I get to town. There's a guy up here who's quite possibly may kill us a few times. And so when that happens, I will talk about death in this game.
Go on, then.
It doesn't have the most terrible implications. You may have noticed that when I leveled up to level 2, I got a second slot for skills, and I got a second slot for weapon set, which is cool, I guess. Like I said before, they're not really that easy to switch between. Unless you needed some sort of specialized weaponry set type stuff going on. I don't know how much value there is in doing that. See, he killed us fast. We're gonna beat this guy, but I'm gonna have to respawn a few times. So it sounds like you lose some gold when this happens, but you know, whatever. This guy, yeah, we're just so weak. We don't really have any skills, and we're not a melee character, and our little melee guy kind of sucks. But you know what? Oh, something I actually learned from somebody else's LP. You can pick up pieces of gear and then drop them over your other guy. So that might actually make him a better fighter. Large torch. This is apparently an axe. Oh, so now he has a weapon, so that's good. I guess he didn't have a weapon before. I don't know what they do. I don't recall if it said that it drops it on the ground. Okay, yeah, I think it drops it on the... He didn't have anything. He didn't have a weapon before. So I don't know if it drops it on the ground or puts it back in your inventory. I think it will show up. It's like, see, this is your weapon thing down here, and that can be confusing because all the rest of your gear is shown over here in like a paper doll type of thing. Which I did notice. Your available slots are different depending on what type of character you're running. Versus a vampire, as this this wood elf, you get a second amulet, whereas a vampire has a shoulder guard. If you had to pick between one, the shoulder guard's a lot better than an amulet. And you don't get very many amulets early on either. But I guess there's some trade-offs. I don't think the game is going to let us have this this guy that goes with us very long. It would be nice, but it'll probably take him away from us before too long. No, don't lead him back over to me. You're the melee guy. He's still gonna die really fast. God dang, dude. Even with a shield and everything, he died super fast. Used up all my potions. I like super spam my potions. But we got him down to like a third health. So I guess that's good. Dude, that guy's like useless, man. I gave him a shield, and that's a good shield. I think I pointed that out. It's unique. I didn't even look at the stats on it, but God, I am like, I'm suffering from allergies and stuff, and I think I've just been hanging out by myself. I haven't been talking very much, so like, my tongue is fatigued and stuff, and I'm like, oh, like, God, it's hard to talk. Plus, my brother is like in the other room, so I'm probably sound like a weirdo sitting in here talking to myself. But I'm actually talking to people on the internet, I swear. Which is better, I guess. Like, I mean, it kind of is. I am performing for an audience. Oh god. No more potions. How much? Okay, I think we'll get them next time. I knew we were in for this when I chose silver mode. I'm hoping that most of the rest of our combat for the next bit of time will be not so rough and more smooth. You saw we did kill all the normal wolves and stuff without too much difficulty. So there's not a whole lot of other... Hey, his axe stopped glowing. That's a bummer. And I'm making phlegmy noises, too. So I'll get more energy and stuff in a bit. Right now I'm kind of self-conscious because I'm like recording with people and they're gonna be in the other room and they're gonna be like, "This guy's weird" and stuff, you know, and everything. Did he drop anything good? Not exactly. Let's see what this is. Okay, this is gonna be a big upgrade for this guy. Come on. Don't tell me you can't use it. Come on, man. I guess he can't use it. I don't know. That doesn't make sense. He should be able to use that. Look how much better that is than my... Well, it's actually not much better. Can't use it. I don't have any gold, so I can't really buy a better weapon. My life will get a little easier when I get a better weapon and all that sort of thing, so not too much worries. And well, for the meantime, I have a plan. Let me open up the map and see where I am. Okay, there's not too much over there to see if I recall. We'll just head into town, and they'll give us a few quests there. And we can turn in. You can see this little yellow arrow up there, I think. I believe my video quality should be good enough that you can see that. So that indicates the direction of our current main quest line quest. Which is, you know, it's cool and stuff. So we can come in here. I can press Alt to see where... Oh, God, don't run over there. What are you doing? I might as well open up, like, all this stuff and just grab everything that I can possibly loot right now, right? Because, I mean, I have nothing, so... At this point, every little bit is gonna help. Just let me, like, say every stupid little thing that I can. I don't care, you know what? I cuss on my channel and stuff, so there's no reason to second guess that, but, yeah. Oh my god. Talking is hard. You don't know. You don't understand how hard talking is. I don't talk normally, so how ironic is it that I am sitting here talking online and, well, I don't talk too much in my normal life. That's not true. I talk to myself a lot, but, where's this chest? Wow, that was cleverly hidden behind the door. I doubt that in picking up all these chests, I will accrue enough, capital, as it were, to, buy anything serious from the store, but it would be cool. It would help a lot right now. It would help a lot to just have a little bit of gear. It's probably going to take a tremendous amount of luck for any, like, loot to drop out of any of these things, but it would be cool. Okay, yeah, no, so no subquests have popped up for us. That's weird. You know, as you play this game a little more, you start to get used to the, Okay, when you press Alt, these little things appear over their heads, and I don't know what that is, but as far as I can tell, I think it's kind of like showing
I'll get started on your assignment right away.
Crude version. I'm not gonna read those things. They're very basic, these quests. Just as you see, if you press M, it'll show a little blue icon for a sub-quest that's open. Green icon for one that you've done already. Here's our stash. It's a little black chest here. So that's what that is there. Oh, so you can sell these or you add them to your logbook. I'll just add it to my logbook. It's not a big deal. You'll pick up skills as you go for your characters or other characters, and there really isn't much to that. This is aggravating. I already went in here, I know. I realized it even before I went in there. You want to hang on to those if you're playing. I'm going to be hanging on to them, even if you're not planning to use it. And if it's a skill of your class and you're not planning to use it, still hang on to it. You'll be able to do something with it at some point. And if it's a skill for another class, hang on to it because you can convert it later. Not a whole lot later in the game, but if you first started, I probably sold like 8 or 9, and they're not worth anything. I only sold them that's the alternative to dropping them on the ground. There's some useless NPC text for you. Oh, I don't even read them. They're so useless in here. So there's a vendor in there. I'm going to come back there after I open all the chests in this town. And hopefully I'll actually be able to buy something. And I am holding in a fart right now. I don't know why I think that fart would... Right now I'm like totally convinced that fart would pick up on my recording. I'm like, no, I don't fart. You can't know that. Bezlonir does not fart. What are you talking about? I don't even have a butt. Let alone a poopy butt or a farty butt. Preposterous. That reminds me of one of my favorite sketches of all time, which is like Kids in the Hall sketch, and it's a fake advertisement for a law firm that's Booger, Booger, and Farty Butt. I love that. So that's a nice, apt demonstration of the my sense of humor, as it were. Oh, I did get some skills, so I need to go ahead and set those. It's kind of nice. My attack is pretty fast if I just like use it properly. And you can go in this place. And I played a vampire before. You come on this from a different side. And I did a lot of stuff before I came over here. And I'm gonna show you that area too, it's actually a pretty cool area. So it'll be fun to go over there. And it'll be a good time and everything. Good times were had by all. Oh yeah. There's another book that we're gonna add it to our like little logbook. You press L for that, and so the first page with the cross swords is your quest log. These aren't super necessary. I actually think this is showing you the location where you complete that quest. What does it say? Hero. So there's your wood elf. Here's a breakdown of all your skills. A very vague description of those skills, and combat arts, which is kind of hard to understand. And this is the stuff that we've been picking up, history and stuff like that. And then here's statistics. We've been playing 16 minutes. And we've discovered 0.17% of the world, and most of it is the same shit over and over, as far as I have discovered, and I probably only cracked the seal on that. I wanted to say something that made more sense, but that didn't happen. And you know what? A lot of times, that's the way it goes. You wanted to say something cool and clever, and it didn't happen. Oh, but when you walk 10 feet away, the perfect thing to say will occur to you. But you know what? If you actually walk back and do actually say that thing, it doesn't really work out that great. So, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. There's some more town type of stuff over there. I think I'm going to turn in that quest because I'm going to get more quests from this guy. I'm going to turn in this main storyline quest. Still not planning on listening to or reading any quest text dialogue. So this is a sub-quest.
Not have to wait long for this job to be completed.
That's an easy one. It does not involve any fighting, and you, I do believe, get a reward for it. So there's nothing bad about
You
that.
can be sure you'll not have to wait long for
That
this job to be complete.
one we just picked up there is a blacksmith quest,
Among all these humans,
which is
away from the woods which gave me protection and comfort.
So those are the things. We don't have our follower anymore. I kind of wish we did, but that's a bummer. So this guy's gonna give us our quest.
This is where we part, my lovely Meg Elkarwin.
I think he was a vampire. Well, that's gonna make things more difficult because we don't have melee skills really. That's fine. I'm trying to think if there's anything over there. Okay, I think we might need to go down this way to get the pay book. No, okay, so but we've explored this little area of town. That's not a bad thing. You can go up there and get a horse. So you can ride a horse in this game. By my observation, it's not a whole lot faster than not riding a horse, and just at a glance of looking at our wood elf skills, it looked like a lot of them can't be used on horseback, so but I guess this would be a good time to bring this up. I open my inventory with I. Now I'm going to look at, we're looking at our inventory menu, and I will go ahead and tab over to my, see, it wants to talk to this NPC, combat arts menu. So here I will show you the skills that I plan on using. I think I'm going to use, I've done no research on this, so this is arbitrary, and if it fails terribly and I can't get anywhere in the game, I guess that's just what that is. We're going to use multi-hit, and I don't really know how that's going to work. I hope it works good. We're probably going to use recuperation. I don't know how that's going to work in. I want to use quick as a flash, which increases your combat and movement speed. And I plan on doing this Companion of the Woods, which summons a unicorn. And I hope that that unicorn can function as an okay tank for us. But there's a similar wolf for the vampire, and it was good for a while, but I couldn't keep it high enough in level, and it just started getting owned, so it's probably not going to be good in the long run, in which case I might start using either plant cage or poison tendrils to just try to hold my enemies so I can get back to over at a range and then just shoot them. I don't think there's another companion type of this just transformation that just weakens the enemy. These are all shots up top basically, and these are utility ones on the bottom at an observation. So yeah, no research I did on those, I just read them, and that's basically what I'm doing there. We did get some gold, so hopefully we'll be able to buy some gear. So I think I chose well to so that's updated our quest, and this, I'll open up a map, it's going to send us down over here for the blacksmith, and that's not where he's at, I don't think, but that's a very important quest, because the blacksmith is, pardon me, I'm just getting phlegmy again there. The blacksmith is one part of the core mechanics of this game, as it were. So what he does is he performs he's like the Horadric cube in Diablo 2 in a way, only in the sense that you can use the blacksmith whichever one is in a town, because most towns are going to have one, and I'd never noticed if it's the same guy. I really don't think it is, but you use him to socket gems into weapons that have gem slots and armor. And unlike Diablo 2, the blacksmith has their own standard gems, basically, that you can use to put in there. Oh, nice! We got another melee weapon that's a rare, because the text is in blue. You can see that. So well, at least we'll be able to sell that. I am really struggling to talk, man. My God. Boy howdy. Boy howdy. Talking like a person from the 50s. So I'm gonna sell this. I don't think I'm gonna have any build in which I do melee, so I could probably use the 500 gold. So you just press shift and click on that, and bam, it's sold. It's gonna be a lot easier than trying to do a bunch of maneuvering and stuff with things. I just learned that recipe thing. We only have one healing potion, which is going to be a little rough. I'm going to go ahead and learn recuperation. What is we got here? Ooh, decaying bow of oblivion. I like the fact that it has 3 gem slots on it. That is going to be good later. Only does 35 to 44 though. Still better than what we have though. Doesn't do any extra stuff there, but it could be good. It's this because it does have, if you'll notice, I can't point to it because the whole thing follows my cursor, but it has +9 dexterity to damage. So with something like that, the damage will scale as you level up. All your stats automatically increase, and you have an option to add an additional trivial amount by level. So I think that's what we're going to go with. That's actually the only ranged weapon here. What's the price and how much gold do we have? Yeah, you might as well buy that. Hold on, I think we could shift click this. No? Can't right click it? Okay, right click. Just automatically gets it. So we'll put that on. And I know that's going to be better, so I might as well sell that back. Obviously, as in all these games, you don't get jack squat back, you know what I mean? Like, that's just not going to happen. Would have been kind of nice to get some armor, but what are you going to do? It'll pop up in yellow if you can't afford. An item will pop up with a yellow background if you can't afford it, and if you cannot equip it, it will be in red. So anything that you see in red other than skills are just an automatic. You might as well sell them. The only reason I say not to with skills is I think I mentioned that you can exchange them at a rate of 4 skills. You can exchange 4 skills that, you know, like you're not going to use for your choice of 1 skill, which is kind of silly, but it works out. So yeah, okay, I think I'm going to save here. Random letters plus a little thing to help me remember which thing it is. And with that, I'm going to bid you a fond adieu, and all that stuff. So thanks for joining me in Bezlonir's lair. Can't even remember my outro because it's been a long time since I did a video. But no, seriously, thanks for watching this video. I don't know why you guys watch, but I appreciate it. So have a good day.